Hello everybody and welcome back to Snowball Saves Christmas. Here we are at the end of level 20 and we're going to move on to 21. So we had just finished the moving platforms section of the game and we have made our way to the rotating platforms. So as you can see, we have a platform and it is definitely rotating. So we're going to go like that, and we're not going to be able to make the jump over because it's rotating the wrong way. It's rotating counterclockwise, which is going badly for us. But we can do that and almost make it. Actually, though, if you think about it, there's an even simpler way to do this level. And I'm not sure how many people will think of this, but I always try to make it so that there's at least one definitive way to beat a level, and there are maybe some other optional, hidden, easier ways to do it. But if you look at this slope right here, and look at our trajectory, we can actually see that, ta-da, we can just skip the entire platform. And here's another variation of a rotating block here. Not a particularly hard level, but you'll see it gets harder, for sure. So the last one had pretty normal looking shape, like a circle, but these are some pretty irregular shapes. And they're all rotating, so you need to kind of time where you're landing. And there are a few locations that it's gonna work out, like you'll roll, and you'll sort of hook into a corner, and it'll stop you from rolling off if you time it right. Like this right here. This will be fine because I can just land right there. But if I wait too long, it's going to throw me off. So, gotta jump, and we'll make it to the candy cane. This is a particularly hard level, or at least it was. I tried to make it a little bit easier because I felt it was too unfair. I don't know if that's a bad thing that I make these levels so easy, but I don't know. I don't know who's gonna want to play this game more, like casual people who just aren't very good at this kind of stuff and just want something to play, or more hardcore people who really interested in physics puzzles, and But I think there's a lot of potential to add some more stuff, add different types of mechanics to it that I want to revisit for future games. So see, in that case, I was gonna fall unless I move myself. Just to be clear, you can click anywhere on the screen. You don't have to click right on Snowball. But I tend to click right on him because it's easier for me to figure out where it's gonna go. And it also means if you click right next to Snowball, he's gonna be, wow, that would have been a really nice save. But if you click right next to Snowball, then the distance is gonna be really small. So you don't have to worry about flying really far if you always just click right next to him. And this is kind of a dangerous one. No. I even got that right and then I messed it up. Even though I know this game inside and out, it's still easy to mess it up. Which is probably a good thing. I think it's more fun that way. So, again, I kind of lost my train of thought of what I was talking about, but that's, I guess, we'll get back to it at some point. Oh, right, yeah, future ideas. There's a lot of stuff that was going to be in this game that I didn't exactly have a lot of time to do. For instance, well, I had an idea for falling platforms, you jump on it and then it breaks, like ice that just breaks apart, or stuff like conveyor belts, typical stuff like that, where your momentum is sort of changed by the platform that you land on. And of course, enemies. There are no enemies throughout this game except for one part So there's a lot of potential with that. And you can also add maybe, I don't know, there's all sorts of stuff you can do. Power-ups to modify like gravity or something like that. So now I'm just being lazy. So I need to think about this. There's a nice little curve I put there to make that a little easier. And we've got a nice little curve right here. And then we can go like that, just to get that out of the way, except we can't because I hit the roof. So this is the harder version, like this part of the island here. Shouldn't really supposed to be going on that one, but like you're having a harder time if you're trying to do that. But now this is how you're supposed to get across this one. Just there's one side that makes it really hard and one that's really easy. Then you just go to this one, and that's not too bad, and then you can just go here. And we did it. That was pretty rough. It's definitely one of the harder ones, but we're getting into the harder levels. So this is the deep chasm, which is, again, like I said, it's based on an earlier level, but this chasm is a deeper one, as the name sort of implies. So it's deeper, it's longer, it's more difficult. You might have the desire to just like leap down and hope that it works, but that's not gonna really work out for you. So you got two paths here you can take, and it sort of branches off, and once again we can sort of land there, or we can get saved by the triangle. Thank you, triangle. But the normal way you're supposed to be able to do this is just working your way left to right down the chasm. A giant snowball. Hey, look at that. So this is, you could consider this as an enemy, but I call it more of an obstacle because it's not really a living creature. It's just a snowball. But if you hit the snowball, well, let me show you what happens if you hit the snowball. We'll try this level again. If you hit the snowball. Okay, let's try and hit the snowball. Maybe I'm too good at this. I've played it too much. Let's hit the snowball. There we go. That's some physics in action for you. So you want to avoid hitting the snowballs because they will totally wreck you like a wrecking ball, except it's made of snow. So they go pretty fast, as you can see. So it's not the easiest thing in the world to avoid, although I did a good job of it, I guess, in the last one. Now this part might throw some people off, because you have to line up your shot. Then you think, oh, it's good, but then there's a pit right there, so nobody wants to land in that pit. Of course, you have a second snowball there too, so that's really not an easy level, even though I think I just made it look easy. But here we are at this level where we bring back the moving platforms, and they're a little bit smaller, and they have a bit of a slope to them. But now we've got snowballs to deal with, the giant ones. So that's a pretty tricky jump. And like, I don't know if like I'm just really good at this game or what, but like the controls just feel so natural to me. Like, I don't know. And especially because you can see where you're gonna land. It's just like, I don't know. I've seen some people who have done both worse and better, so. Now this is the dangerous climb. And as you can see, there's a massive snowball rolling down the climb, which again is a callback to the earlier climb level, but it's slightly bigger this time so it can fit a snowball on it. And we got hit by the snowball. So, oh no. So that took out one of our hearts, but that's okay, because we have the ad-free version, so we don't have to worry about any of that. Oh. The only thing we have to worry about is starting at the beginning, which does get annoying after a while. But we'll get back up over this. The trick to this level is that... Whoa. Okay, that was pretty cool. And just it's fun stuff like that, where it's like, you know, you don't necessarily know what's going to happen, because physics is physics. Some of that stuff is really fun. And you'll see more of that coming up, too. That's what I like about this game a lot. It's just like, it's so unpredictable. Even though you can clearly see where you're going to land, it's still so unpredictable. So you have elements of strategy, but also sort of randomness. But the trick to that level is making sure that you align yourself with the slope properly. So this level is pretty cool. I like this one. We have an avalanche, and we have to dodge the balls as they fall down from the avalanche. And if we don't, exactly, you fall right down into that thing. So there's a couple ways you can get around this. The fun way is to like jump in the air and watch it push you. Like, well, try and do this if I can, just to show it off. There we go. Just let the snowballs do all the work. Yeah, there we go. That's why I like that level a lot. You're supposed to be avoiding the snowballs though, so let me show you a different way to do it. That doesn't involve luck or randomness or physics. Okay, well once you get down here... Damn. Ah. These guys just want to push me into the goal. But exactly, like, if you stay closer to the ground, you notice that they don't actually push you that far. So the trick could be to stay in the ground longer if you don't want to do it the other way that I showed you. And then you just do a big leap of faith right there. And you'll get there. So this level, once again, has some snowballs for us. Couldn't really think of a good name for this one because it seems a little bit random. But it's just a few jumps with some snowballs in between. And you've got this slope right here, where it's not immediately obvious which way the snowballs are going to roll. But there's two of them that come down. And there's the third one right there. So, see what the next level is. Yeah, snowballs in the chasm. Okay. This level can be a bit strange because sometimes the snowballs like clog up the chasm. And like I've adjusted. That was pretty cool. I bounced off the snowball. Sometimes I can't really help what the snowballs do. Obviously, because they're snowballs, they're independent of like anything that I can control. Oh wow! See, like that's what I'm saying. I was about to fall and die, but the snowball actually pushed me into the goal. So that's actually one of the luckier runs of that level. But yeah, you can't really control how the snowballs do anything. Okay, so right here, we have a nice little block of ice. And I think I'm going to save this guy for next time. So, next time on Snowball Saves Christmas, we're going to push this block of ice and see what happens to it. Hope you guys liked the Let's Play so far. Hope you enjoy it later as we continue finishing the game. And please let me know in the comments what you think, what you want to see. And like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. So, see you next time.